Subscribe and click the bell icon for all the Bollywood updates.
In the early part of your career, especially Abhishek, when you did certain films and you thought you'd done a great job in those films, and perhaps people hadn't watched it and you felt even worse about it. I'll give an example, okay? And of course, you'll come up with far more examples. Like one of my favorite performances of yours is a film called Run, right? And there's this scene where you're in a subway. And so just to let the audience know, there are a bunch of goons, and the hero is right there facing the bunch of goons, and he turns around and he starts running. So you think, "Arey, ek to naya type ka hero hai, he's running." But he's actually running to catch the shutter, to pull it down so no one else runs away, and then he whacks the shit out of everyone. I don't know how many people saw that, but that was a fantastic performance.
That was the reason I did the film.
Right. Oh, was that the scene?
So, Run was a Tamil film which Maddie had acted in. And Maddie, Madhavan is a dear friend of mine. And I had agreed to do it because it's a very cool story. Mr. Boni Kapoor wanted to produce the film, and he said, "Look, come watch this film." I said, "Okay." So I went to see it in a trial room that we have called Ketnav, which is in Bandra. And I went and sat there. I remember Sridevi ji, the late Sridevi ji, was sitting next to me. I'm a huge fan of hers, okay? I used to go hang out on the sets of Khudagawa just to watch her. And she was sitting next to me, and she's always been so lovely to me, and she had always encouraged me, and she had loved this film I'd done called Tera Jadoo Chal Gaya. I think she was the only person who
No, that's not true. That's not true.
But yeah,
There you
thank
go.
you.
Yeah.
Were you born? Huh? So I was sitting next to her, and I'm sitting next to Sridevi. I was like, wow. And suddenly, I wasn't even paying attention to the film. But suddenly, when that scene came, for me, that was my ode to my father, actually. Because that scene reminded me of a scene in Diwar.
Right.
And I said, I'm doing this film. And then when I reached the set, I remember that, oh God, I've only remember one scene. I don't even remember what the film was about. But that was the reason I did that film. And that film actually got a great response. That's still one of the films that, on Twitter till date, people still say that they liked it. So a few people saw it. But, every film has its own destiny, I believe.